blessing to be with all who've gathered for our mayor and city council members and their discussions and decisions. Pray that your blessing be with our community as we approach the Gaslight Festival, a special time here, and we welcome many, many people into our community and pray for safety and good weather and a good time to be had by all. And we ask, oh God, you'll bless our first responders, keep them safe and well. And bless all who live and work in Jeffersontown, this Commonwealth, this nation, and the world. We do pray for peace. And we ask these things in your holy name. Amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do I have any visitors that signed up? None? Sean, would you like to come up? Thank you.
Thanks, Mayor. Thanks, City Council. I'll be brief. I just want to let you all know of a little project we're getting ready to work on early October. October is Fire Prevention Month. Back in March, we had a fire death over off of Mardale area. At that fire death, I can't guarantee that the smoke detector was working. I did not hear a smoke detector when I went in the house. So we decided we wanted to do a smoke detector blitz. Fire Prevention Month is the perfect time to do that. So we will be actually hitting about 1,000 homes in the first week of October, starting October 2nd through October 7th. Our fire crews will be out in different areas of our district, including Forest Hills, St. Regis Park, Houston Acres, as well as Valley Park. So overall, we will hit 1,000 homes. We're expected to put about all those homes that we hit. We plan to put up about 400 smoke detectors is what our plan is overall. So if you have a smoke detector that is old, inadequate, or whatever, we will replace that with a 10-year lithium battery smoke detector on each floor of your house that you have someone living in. So if you have first and second floor, people are living on both floors, we actually will put smoke detectors on both floors. If you have a basement, but no one's living in that basement, we will not put a detector in it. If you have a detector that you just need the batteries replaced, we will go around and we will actually replace all your batteries at that time too. So if there's anything that you need fire prevention wise on our visit, we'd be happy to take care of those things. So I just want to let the city council know of that endeavor that we are doing in the city. So if you have people call you or ask you, why is the fire department in my neighborhood and why are they knocking on doors? It's not the Crusade for Children. It is not. We're there to help you. Our idea was to try to make sure our city and our occupants here in our community are safe. So early October, the 2nd to the 7th, we're going to try to start in the evening when people are getting home from work and go around and do door to door. We're going to leave actually door hangers if the people do not answer. That way, if they're gone and they want us to come back, they can call the station and we can set up an appointment to get back to them and actually help them put up a smoke detector as well as or change batteries if necessary. So the area of Jeffersontown we're going to hit is actually going to be the Valley Park area. It's the area we chose. So that's all I have, Mayor, but I just want to let you all know of a project that we have going on in October. And if you had any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Thank you, Chief. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For everything. Thank you all
plan.
for all the information too.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Anybody else want to speak for City Council? Debbie, do you need to say something? Emily? Any other director that's not speaking? Jimmy? No? Okay.
Mayor and Council, Emily and I wanted to speak with you guys tonight to kind of give you the heads up of what's going on in the fall. We have Pumpkin Fest that's fast approaching. We've made a few changes this year, and we just kind of wanted to let you all know when we first started talking with Mayor Pike, and we kept saying, you know, on that Saturday that we always have it, it keeps getting bigger and bigger, and it keeps getting dangerous. Yeah. Somebody's going to get hit out there. And that's the last thing we needed to have happen. So we talked about maybe moving it to Veterans Park. Well, we wanted to make it more of an event, not just a standard pumpkin fest. So we said, well, what if we do it on a Friday night, kind of like a fall fest? So that's what we're going to try this year. We're going to try it the Friday night before pumpkin, like a normal Saturday. So it's October 27th, and we're going to do it from 6 to 8. And it's going to be at Veterans Park. We are going to have, we're going to do a pumpkin stroll. So I'm going to have about 200 pumpkins delivered to the Jeffersonian that week, and we're going to carve them. And we're going to put them out along the route of Veterans Park on that roadway. And we're
Who's
going to
carving
have
those pumpkins?
you.
Oh,
It's going to be open from Sunday to Wednesday, Thursday. Anybody that wants to come and carve pumpkins, they can. We're going to provide the little knives and all that good stuff. And so we're going to carve them and keep them in the Jeffersonian so they stay fresh. Keep it cool in there. So if y'all could put on your calendar that week, maybe a day or night, y'all could stop by and carve a pumpkin or two and bring your family. More the merrier. But we're going to have about 250 pumpkins, depending on the size, the amount, different things. So we're going to do a pumpkin stroll through Veterans Park on the roadway. We're going to do corn stalks on the lights. We're working on having a hay ride through like the circle for the kids. We're going to do, and for the snacks portion, we're going to do those little donuts, you get from Kroger's, like they're in a box, and we're going to do like vanilla and chocolate, and like each kid will get 3 and maybe some water and hot apple cider. We're having a DJ. We're going to try to have some games going. We won't have any of like the jumpies and different things like that. And then we're in the process right now of sending letters out to the businesses. Last year we had 20 different businesses that gave out candy during Pumpkin Fest. Of those 20, there was only 8 that was on the town square. So majority of the people come from outside of the town square to do this. So we're sending out letters, letting them know we're moving it. We still want them to come and still give out candy. Actually, we hope we have a better attendance of businesses. I mean, I think this will be a kind of a fun thing so we'll go from 6 to 8 for trick or treating. And then at 8 o'clock, we have a movie in the Jeffersonian, Hotel Transylvania. So it'll be over by 9:30. So it's a 6 to 9:30 event, a Friday night. There's no ball games on, UK U of L, nobody's playing. So we're not going to have that to hinder the attendance. I still think we'll probably get 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 kids. It just depends on the weather, of course. But we think this is a new and fun thing. It's going to be great for J-Town. It's going to be something different. So that's what we kind of wanted to let y'all know, that we still want the council to be involved. We might put y'all different locations
we
along
won't
the
be
road.
standing 8 in a row giving out.
Yeah, maybe you might be here, and then we'll have
Gonna spread
somebody
it out
here,
and do
but we'll
different
have you all there.
candies.
We'll have, each of y'all will have like different candies, different things like that. So we do want you all to participate. If you can dress up, that's great.
You should dress up. It makes it fun.
It should be. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, but we wanted you all to know what's going on, because you're getting questions on Facebook of, hey, the Pumpkin Fest date's wrong. No, it's not. It's just, we wanted to let you all know so you can go back and tell your constituents, hey, this is something new. We're excited about it. So I think it's going to be out probably in the magazine too this week. If not, it's all right. But
It is.
yeah. So
There's a dog contest, I believe.
yeah,
as
there's
well.
going to be we also have a cute pet costume contest. So
Where's that going to be, Debbie?
that's just online.
Oh, online.
Online. They just post pictures of their kiddos, their dogs or the cats or their snakes and their Halloween costumes. So we really think this will be something fun. So make sure you put on your calendar to come and carve pumpkins, because if not, we're just going to have a lot of big holes in them and they're going to be sitting around. So we plan on setting them all up probably that Thursday, Friday, just depending on the weather. So, but they're going to stay inside the Jeffersonian so they can stay cool and stay together. Emily also gave you guys, so she gave y'all a sheet. I just wanted to let y'all know on that. So if y'all can just put that on your calendar. And I'm trying to think if there was anything else. think that's it. Did you give this to him?
Debbie, the swim park, Splash Park's gonna close.
Yes, this
next
Sunday, we put that out on Facebook. Splash Park's last day is this Sunday, so it's starting to turn cold. So we'll get through this heat wave of this week. And so we've went ahead and put that out, so please share that as well on your Facebook page. The Trian, I'm sure Mayor Pike's going to talk about that. The Trian is October 9th. Put that on your calendar as well, too. And as of yesterday, Plainview Pool was closed for the year. Hallelujah. But no, it's actually was a really, really good year. But yeah, so we're closed down for the year, and no issues, no complaints, none of that good stuff. So do you all have any questions for Emily or myself?
Debbie, what was the dates on the, for carving?
It'll be that Sunday. It's October 22nd to October 26th.
Thank you.
And it'll be just in the Jeffersonian. And so you could come morning, noon, night, whatever you want to do. Have a party up there with your pumpkins.
So it's just open. It'll just
Yeah, we'll just have it. Yeah, we'll get you in there. Yeah, it's just if you all want to come and do it, just let us know and we'll get
Okay.
you in. Yeah.
Okay.
The changes to Pumpkin Fest sound awesome, by the way. Like,
Absolutely.
you know, it was smart to get it out because it was getting crazy those last couple of years. on
Well,
the
Mayor
street, so-
Pike was all about, she's like, Debbie, we've
Yeah.
got to make this
I think
change.
somebody's gonna get hit.
Yes.
And the
so-
activities sound great too. And I love,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be something different, and maybe next year we can make it bigger and bigger. Maybe we'll be the new Iroquois Park that with our pumpkin stroll. But I think
I'm
it'll be
sure we
fun.
have some talented people in Jeffersontown that could carve some beautiful pumpkins.
Absolutely.
Not me, but somebody.
Yeah, not me either. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, mine look like.
Mine look
Dead
like
pumpkins.
that too.
Yeah. Anybody else have any questions for us?
No. Y'all got any questions? No.
Anything?
Thank you, Debbie.
All right, thank you.
Emily. Any other director wants to speak? No, I'm not. Would you like to come up? I don't have that on my agenda.
Mayor, Council, Mayor Pike and the Governor of Kentucky made an announcement this past week regarding Winston Industries LLC is right here, 2345 Carton Drive here in J-Town. They are making an investment of $1.2 million in their corporation, of which the state of Kentucky is going to allow them $350,000 back through the Kentucky Reinvestment Act. This is one of those success stories and exemplary of what happens when government works well with the, to encourage and incentivize businesses to grow. By doing this, they will keep 215 employees here in Jeffersontown and expand. And that's what this is all about. So I commend Mayor Pike on what she was able to do to get this done, and we're set.
Brian,
It's good things.
thank you. It's a
Sounds
good
great.
thing. Thank you, Brian.
Thanks, Brian.
Anybody else? Brad, you just walked in. You got anything you want to speak about? No? Anybody else? Okay. Next thing is reading the minutes, August 15th.
I make a motion for approval of the minutes as distributed.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. General fund warrant number 1591.
I make a motion to approve general fund warrant number 1591 as distributed.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Road fund warrant number 978.
Make a motion, we approve road fund warrant 978 as distributed.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. First reading of resolution number 751, series 2023.
I make a motion for first reading of resolution number 751, series 2023 as distributed
Second.
by title only.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Opposed?
A resolution relating to the approval of a revised detailed district development plan as transmitted from the Louisville Metro Planning Commission for the following development: Acura 11700 Plantside Drive. This was docket number 230011. I believe yes, he's already there.
I'm here.
He'll give you a summary of what this is about.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Mayor, and council, hopefully everybody had a good holiday weekend. Basically, this is just a redevelopment of the Acura dealership, some changes that corporate wanted on their dealership. I think we got it. This, the slide, basically, that's the corner of Plant Side and Blankenbaker. Nothing changed there, same lot. It's zone C2, so nothing's changed on the zoning. That was the previous plan. And, basically on the previous plan, it was a 28,872 square foot building with, 373 parking spaces. Now this is the new revised plan. This is an increase of about 10,600 square feet, which includes a 750 square foot or 720 square foot car wash building and an additional 74 display parking spaces. That's more of a colored photo of that. And that's really the only changes on this is
So they
the
added
larger building.
The car wash.
It's got a
and-
small little car wash. If you can look down the big building, there's a tiny little,
Right here.
building just for, it's
Yeah.
just for prep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the car
Oh,
wash,
all right,
yeah.
I see it.
They didn't add a second floor or anything? 10,000 square feet's a lot for.
That's a
They
big.
added more
I
parking
guess,
first
car
floor.
wash.
Well, the car wash is only 720 square feet.
Yeah.
But the increase, the full building increase is 10,600 square feet.
Well, we welcome any business that's come into industrial parks. So.
Absolutely.
How does that building compare to the other dealerships in that same area? Is it relatively the same size with the extra
I
10,000?
would say it probably is. I'm not super familiar with it. I'm kind of filling in for Steve
Filling in
on
for
this
Steve.
one. I do have Mark here. He's actually the applicant representative. If you want to answer any of those questions.
Yeah, sorry. And
No.
and this may have been a question I had asked Steve when did we get a heads up on this?
Uh-huh.
Probably a month ago or so. So I may have already known the answer to this. I think it relatively is the same size.
I think it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's another one on the other corner. going up.
right.
Yeah, looks real similar.
More of a,
Looks very nice.
But is the car wash, is that like a detail shop or is it an
That's where you
automatic?
wash your car. When you sell you a new car, they run it
prep.
through the car wash before they
Right.
bring it out and you drive it home. So
Right.
when you're paying $80,000 for a car, you should get a free car wash, in my
and I
opinion.
think when they.
Least
I mean,
come
I just
in-
was asking like, are they going to like employ people in there to detail it and stuff like that?
Well, I think it's all the employees.
Okay.
Every dealership has a prep. So when they
Right.
come off
Okay.
the trucks, they'll prep them.
Yeah,
make
'cause they get
everything
dirty.
Clean, get it all shiny so you get to
Right.
go get it.
Yeah. Any questions? No?
Madam Mayor, this being a resolution, you may entertain a motion
So
for
moved.
passage.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank
Welcome
you
to
all.
Jefferson Town. First reading of resolution number 752, series 2023.
Make a motion, we read, reading number 752, series 2023,
Second.
as distributed. By title only.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
A resolution of the Jeffersontown, Kentucky City Council relating to the designation of Devin Perkins as the City of Jeffersontown, Kentucky's agent under the Disaster Relief Act, Public Law 228, 93rd Congress. We're required under the FEMA Act to have an agent and an administrator. The next one will be with respect to the administrator. This is for the agent. This being a resolution, you may entertain a motion for passage.
Fair motion?
So moved.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. For information to you guys, this Devin Perkins is an employee of Public Works, and he is taking over Keith Obis, is that how you spell it? Obis? Spot, who retired last week. So we have to have somebody in charge of that, and so that's who Jimmy Graham. So, thank you. First reading of resolution number 753, series 2023.
I make a motion for first reading of resolution number 753, series 2023 by title only.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
A resolution of the Jeffersontown, Kentucky City Council relating to the designation of Bill Fox as the City of Jeffersontown, Kentucky's agent under the FEMA DR 4497 Public Assistance Grant, COVID-19. And again, by way of summary, Mayor, this is with respect to the administration of the program that we have with FEMA. And this being a resolution, you may entertain motion for passage.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. When the word grant came up, I had a little spotlight go off in my head today about grants. Matt and I talked about this, and I was wondering, would it be advantageous to the city council to hire a part-time grant seeker? Or, and Matt told me this, I did not know this, that there are companies that do grants only. And I don't know if they charge a fee, like 10% of the grant or whatever, but there's so many grants out there that there are to get, but it takes a lot of time for somebody to look all this up and find these grants. So if it's an extra way to make money, I'm going to check this out. I'm going to check and see about grant companies and what it is. And if not, I'm going to see how much a part-time grant writer would be. But I'm going to go the other direction first, where we pay a commission to them for that. It's just some other way I'm thinking to bring income into the city. So I was just thinking about that, but that's just nothing to do with it yet. I'm just thinking about it. So I just wanted to say that while I had that on my mind. First reading of ordinance number 1443, series 2023.
I'll make a motion for first reading of ordinance number 1443, series 2023
By title.
by title.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
An ordinance relating to annexation to the city of Jeffersontown, Kentucky, a certain tract of land in the county of Jefferson, adjoining the present city of Jeffersontown, Kentucky, and being adjacent to and contiguous with the present boundary of said city, and more particularly hereinafter described. This is the Brookhurst subdivision. This original annexation occurred during the prior administration. We finally got it back from downtown. We're under the old statute. It had to be approved by the Metro Council. It was approved. And this is the first reading. Mayor takes no further action tonight.
Okay, thank you.
So the Brookhurst subdivision is now a part of J-Town?
Not yet. We got one more reading at the next meeting.
And then it will be.
Okay, okay.
Next on the agenda is first reading of ordinance number 1444, series 2023.
Make a motion, we approve reading of ordinance number 1444, series 2023 by title only.
Or a second?
Yes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you for making it by title only.
By title only.
An ordinance of the city of Jeffersontown, Kentucky, authorizing the issuance of city of Jeffersontown, Kentucky general obligation bonds, series 2023, in an aggregate principal amount not to exceed $10 million, the bonds, for the purposes of A, financing the cost of acquisition, construction, installation, and equipping of one, a police station located at 104-110 Taylorsville Road, Jeffersontown, Kentucky, and two, an amphitheater located at 10721 Old Taylorsville Road, Jeffersontown, Kentucky, and B, paying the cost of issuance of the bonds, approving the form of the bonds, authorizing designated officers to execute and deliver the bonds, authorizing and directing the filing of a notice or notices with the state local debt officer, providing for the payment and security of the bonds, establishing bond payment funds for the bonds, establishing a sinking fund, and authorizing acceptance of the bid of the purchaser for the bonds. By way of summary, we've discussed this at past meetings. We've proceeded with the inducement resolution, and this is the next chapter in the process of getting these bonds passed and sold. This is an ordinance, Mayor, and we'll have another reading at the next meeting. It takes no further movement tonight.
Okay. Well, as you all know, this is the last thing that I want to see happen up here. I'm very disturbed about it, and I'm still dealing with it, and 7 months later. And we've been left a raw hand up here, but I don't have anything to do but to proceed.
Mayor, I just want to say thank you for going down this path. To your point, I think we were told one thing and something else different happened when you got in.
It
And
makes me mad that I wasn't told of this. And it makes me mad that we have to go in debt for this
Mhm.
when we didn't know. That's what makes me mad.
Yep.
It makes me mad. So I'm so mad I want to cry about it. But anyway, we'll go on. Okay, next thing is openings on two boards. I'd like to nominate Brad Carson on our code enforcement board, and I need a motion to do that, please.
so moved.
Mayor, second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No. Brad Carson is the owner of Jeffersontown Hardware Store. He's very active in downtown Jeffersontown, and I appreciate you willing and volunteering for that board. Thank you, Brad.
Thank you.
Next, I have an opening on the Board of Zoning Adjustment, and Andre Lemke, who I think ran for city council last time. And you come to city council a lot, and I would like to make a motion that we appoint him to the J-Town Board of Zoning Adjustment.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Welcome, Andrew.
Absolutely.
Andre. I won't tell him where you work. Okay, next one is, I'd like to go in, executive session for just a few minutes. That's about property acquisition and talk to you about this. So, may I have a motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
I'll let, Mr. Clerk, let the record show that this is a motion pursuant to KRS 61-810-1 sub B regarding the sale or acquisition of property by a public agency, and no final action may be taken in this meeting. It was for the Mr. Fox, please let the record reflect that no final actions on any subjects were taken in the executive session. Need a motion to reconvene.
Motion to reconvene.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Committee reports. Pam Hickey.
Parks and Rec has nothing.
Okay. Pam Ware.
The only thing I did have a question about, which maybe we can, this is the time or place to bring it up, but on your fun facts, LD&D regarding development and annexation.
Oh, yes. I'm really not at liberty to probably say what LD&D wants to do. They're just wanting us to annex some property
Okay.
that they have, but it hadn't even gotten close to that yet.
All right. I was just curious. I just saw that, but I have no.
Well, you might want to say what
Oh,
the
yeah,
safety.
Had a safety committee meeting. I forgot all about that. We discussed the activity permit that the police have on their website that you fill out if you want to do a parade, run, walk, what have you. And we decided that needs to be tweaked a little bit. We need to add some things on that. That there could possibly be a cost to it if you want to do something like that. And they're going to work on that and fix that on their website. And then we have St. Edward. What brought this up, St. Edward wanted to do a walk for about 100 people, and they wanted roads blocked off. And there's just a cost to that with the police having to barricade the roads. And we're going to get with them and have them do sidewalk. It's not many people, and that'll be doable.
We're trying to discourage people wanting to do a run walk throughout our city. When they do want to do one, it is a major expense for our police department in overtime. And we also have neighbors that call every street that they block. And it just is really not worth it. But if somebody wants to walk, if like St. Edward's wanted to walk, they're more than welcome to walk on the sidewalk. And we don't care how many people, but we're really trying to discourage it. And that's what that was about. Anything else, Pam?
No.
Finance, Mark Bloom.
Nothing from finance, but Mayor, I do have two things. First, I just wanted to thank you, J-Town Public Works, our police department, fire and EMS, city council members and other city employees about the wind event that took place. Everyone did a great job. And Mayor, just thank you for your communication and your leadership during it. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. I know we're not used to that.
Yeah.
And I told y'all when I got in that you would know almost everything that's going on, and I keep you abreast of it.
Yep. The second thing, so Kristen and we were up at Stony Brook Shopping Center right after the event that took place on September 3rd over there. And we were there watching the officers, and they did great. So Chief, thank you to all those officers in their response. Really appreciate it. So thank you.
It was ironic that both incidents happened within minutes
Right
of
there.
each other.
Yeah. It was, I mean, sitting there was crazy, but officers did great. So thank you. Felt real
Thank you.
safe.
Thank you. Legislative, Allison.
Legislative has no reports.
Tim Hall.
Economic Development, Brian Abrams gave the report earlier, so nothing to report. Thank you.
Trina, Administrative.
No report from administrative, but I had several people ask about the parking lot. The one right on the corner of College that is still full of a bunch of equipment and stuff. Will that be cleared out by Gaslight? No?
Matt, you want to speak about that?
Yes, the contractor is slowly moving towards demobilization. So they're telling me that everything should probably be off that site for Gaslight Festival. If there is any piece of equipment that remained, they will stake it and fence it all off to
Okay.
secure that
Okay.
area.
But it's not going to be open.
No, it won't be open for any parking lot.
Open. I was
No.
just wondering, they asked if all the equipment and stuff would be out of there.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Matt.
Kevin.
Planning and zoning has no report, but Mayor, I would like to take the moment just to recognize one of our officers, Sergeant Chris Morris. He attended here 3 weeks. He attended a 3-week, very intense Sergeant's Academy down in Richmond. I got to go down with my oldest son graduating also from the sheriff's office there. I know from being on the police department, these schools are a great benefit to somebody like Sergeant Morris. It's going to benefit him as a sergeant. It's going to benefit his men. And in turn, it's going to benefit the citizens of our community because of the training and stuff that he went through. And I just wanted to recognize him.
Thank you, Kevin. Anything else?
Well, no, ma'am.
No. Thank you, Sergeant Morris. Is he here? No. Okay. Vince?
Public Works has no report. Thank you.
Huh? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
We'd like to thank you all, Jimmy, too. I would like to thank
Absolutely.
you all for that night. And it seems like I brought the windstorms when I got elected. Evidently I did. We've had 3 and one keeps getting worse than the other. So, but thank you so much.
Mayor, it was the winds of change.
The winds,
There you
oh boy, have they.
Mayor, City Council, that's what I want to, I applaud you, Mayor Pike, for your love and commitment to your community and the citizens here.
you.
And obviously you all communicate very well, transparent. But Mayor Pike's out in the middle of the storm with us at midnight. And me being greedy, she feeds my men and women. Sydney was out there and brought Gatorades for us. And that's how you build family and that's how you build team. I applaud you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now for the negative news. And City Council, all the kind words you all have had, thank you so much. We all appreciate that very much. I just want to put this little bug in the back of your head, and money is not to talk about around here. I know that. Billy Fox and I, back in the budget meetings, tree chipper was one of my concerns. We decided to slide it to the bottom. If any chance a guy drops a briefcase out there with gas laying in it, any surplus comes around, we probably will need 120,000 for a chipper. And the reason being, it's like snow. These storms only hit at night.
Right.
I can get that cat out of the bag during the day, just like we got a second chipper by a good friend of mine. But being in the middle of the night, our streets will be blocked. The clutch went out of the one we got on the last storm in the middle of the day, so was able to cover that. It'd be a lot easier to breathe if we have 2 going and a backup. So just something falls out of the woodwork. Just keep that in mind if
You
you
may
will.
never know. I'm waiting
Yeah.
for Bill Fox to give us the results.
He didn't throw
of
anything at me, so that's a good
Okay.
sign. Well, I mean, he's
the
asleep.
end of the occupational tax September.
And also after these big events, within hours, Chief Dreesbach, Mayor Pike's got us in a room with emergency management meeting. What and how we're going to get through this. Awesome. Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Okay. Pam, no, everybody? I have one more thing. I would like to create an ad hoc committee to review the certain planning code revisions. We'd like to do something with the weed lien enforcement procedures and definitions and anticipated changes in the classified services. So I think what that means is we're trying to classify weeds, okay, what they do, what kind they are, what's going on. And I am requesting that the city council form and include the chairs of the following committee. So we're going to we're going to form an ad hoc committee with the following chair people. One would be finance. Who's finance?
That's me.
Mark,
Okay. That one would be planning and zoning. Who's that?
that's me.
Kevin. Other one would be economic development. Okay. And safety. Pam Ware. I need you 4 to meet. We're going to meet. We're going to go over the new we're going to probably make an ordinance. That's probably what's going to happen on this planning code. And we're going to change some things. There's some other things in there that we want to change to in the classified area. So I need you to do that. And you can have your first meeting whenever, who's going to call this meeting? Who's going to be the chair of this meeting? I know.
Ooh, is
Who's
this-
going to be the chair of the ad hoc
This is
committee?
the chair
Fred?
chair.
They can determine that themselves at their first meeting.
Okay, you can determine it yourself. Okay, so when would you all like to have your first meeting?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I
Since that's
think
on the
Mark
floor, I'll second
Balloon-
that.
His last name Balloon fits
Bloom is
the
the
flowers
Flower.
perfectly.
Mark, you probably should set it because you know your time more than other, most people are kind of.
Yeah, that's
free
fine.
to-
That's fine.
So you. wanna
Yeah, I'm
set
okay
it?
with that. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to set it now or you want to wait?
Yeah. Do you guys want to do it before the next council meeting?
That's fine with me.
I feel like that's kind of what we've been doing, or does it
That's
matter?
fine with me.
Yeah, that works for me.
That work with
Yeah,
everybody?
because everybody's here.
That's the night.
4 o'clock?
It's going to take some time because we're going over a whole lot of different regulations.
So it's going to take more time than an hour.
Okay. And I figured this might be multiple
Okay.
to get it all knocked out, but yeah, let's do 4 o'clock. Tim, does that work for you?
What time?
Pam, 4 o'clock before the next meeting?
That works for me.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Okay. 4 o'clock next meeting. Got it. Got that, Bill?
Tim, is that, or, Mark, is that the 19th, you know?
19th, yeah.
19th, okay. Thank you.
Only other thing I'd like to say is that Gaslight's coming up. I'd like to see all of you at the events. I will tell you that the Chamber of Commerce booth, we're sharing a booth with them. They need you to call and sign up. Thank you to those who've already called to work the booth. This Thursday night of Gaslight, we're doing something different. It's a Jeffersontown Citizens Recognition Night. When you get out of the parade, if you would like to, you can make your way on up to the pavilion, and there will be a food court in there, and the oldies will start playing somewhere around 8 o'clock, right after the parade is over with. And it'll be the first time that we've ever done this. Officer Wilt is going to be our, what do you call him? I always want to say the
Grand
matron
Marshal.
of honor.
Grand Marshal.
Grand Marshal, thank you. Boy,
Major of honor.
my brain is gone.
Getting married?
And Officer Wilt's going to be doing that. He's coming in his own car, Chief. I didn't know if you knew that. And I'll be making further arrangements as we get along, okay, as to what's going to happen with that.
Carol, will there be food trucks available, or are we having
Food trucks will be available on that Thursday night.
Okay.
Yes, of the parade. I was going to have something for the people, the dignitaries that rode in the parade, because Daniel did this many years ago. And, you know, we used to have I asked Mayor Greenberg to be in it, and I've asked, of course, our governor, but they don't want to do it. So I was going to have that out there on the front lawn here, the front porch, and then they have a place to go, because when we get out of the parade, there's nothing to do. We stand around, you can't move, you can't go anywhere because you can't drive. So I'm not going to do that now because I don't have anybody riding in the parade but us. And so we all have access to City Hall. So anyway, that's it. Anybody else have anything? Bring up
About the try-in, anything new?
Oh,
on that?
yeah, the try-in. Oh, boy, that is October the 9th at 2 p.m. That is going to be a big, big event. They're expecting between 2,000 and 3,000 people. I don't know where they're going to park these people. They're going to park them at Southeast Christian. They're going to be running buses from Southeast Christian over. The city council that are coming to that will meet up here, probably somewhere around 1:30. I'll give you all further information as we go along. They will take a bus from here down there because there's not going to be any parking. So we're going to have just one bus let us off. That will last probably somewhere to about 4 o'clock, I would say. So it'll probably be from about 1:30 to 4 o'clock before the bus comes back. I don't know yet. I'll have to get closer times. It's going to be a big, big event. It's a big honor to our service people, to the Vietnamese who was affected by this. And they have put blood, sweat, and tears into this monument. And I'm not kidding you. And it's costing over $2 million. Only one in the United States built to recognize the Vietnam and the American tradition that they had together. And it's really affected the veterans. I can tell they are very, very emotional about it. So if anybody gets more emotional about it than me, then, you know, they're emotional. So anyway, please come to that. It's a great event to come to, October 9th at 2 p.m. Anything else? Do I hear anything?
Mayor, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Meeting
Thank you,
adjourned.
Mayor.
Mhm.